Safety of our younger riders, we ask that the adults who then place themselves on the outside of the road. If that's not practical, please hold them or have them stay on your reach. Remain seated till we come to a complete stop. Keep all your body parts inside the car. No eating, please. No eating and no smoking. Thank you. Our trip around Greenville Village will take approximately 30 minutes. We'll have 2 additional stops. Please sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. Greenville Village is divided into historic districts. The Henry Ford Model T district is first on the left, as we can enjoy a ride on an authentic Model T through the interior of the building. Visit Henry Ford's birthplace. It's the white farmhouse built in 1861. He was born there in 1863. He moved it here in 1944 from 3¼ miles away, which is now the corner of Ford Road and Greenville Road. Main Street District is where the Wright Brothers Home and Cycle Shops are. Their authentic buildings coming to us from Dayton, Ohio. Built today, 1870. We're right about the beginning of aviation there. Visit Mrs. Cohen's Millinery Shop from downtown Detroit, built about 1860. Next to Haley H.J. Hines Building, built in 1835 in Sharpsburg, Pennsylvania. Through down Dennis Food Shop from London and Glenall on Main Street. Behind the Ford Motor Company is the loading dock for the Model T ride. Edison at Works is the next historic district. Thomas Edison is credited with 1,093 U.S. patents, many more from England, France, and Germany. On Village Green is the Lincoln County Courthouse where Abraham Lincoln practiced law, built in 1840 in Lincoln, Illinois. The gray building here is a rebuilt Menlo Park Laboratory. And the gold building we're approaching is Sarah Jordan's boarding house. Many of the men who worked for Edison at the lab lived there. It's one of the first buildings in the United States wired for electricity. Next to Sarah Jordan is Edison's official Fort Myers, Florida laboratory. And around the corner from him is the Luther Burbank Garden Office, the only building from the west coast of the United States, built in 1906 in Santa Rosa, California. The 1832 Act covered bridge comes to us from southwest Pennsylvania. This is the entranceway in the Horses and Riders District. Here you can visit historic homes such as Noah Webster's 1823 home from New Haven, Connecticut. Robert Frost home, a Maddox farmhouse, the Hermitage slave quarters, McDuffie's cabin, all up on Maple Lane. The other side of the bridge, up that sidewalk and to the right, the sandstone complex, is the Cotswold Cottage, built in 1619 in Chadsworth County, England. We'll be stopping directly ahead here. This is Susquehanna Station. It's a 4-minute stop. If you choose to get off here, the train will be back around in about 30 minutes. Remain seated, please. Wait for the whistle from the engineer. Once you hear that whistle, then you can get up and exit on the left. Left side open. If you are not leaving, you're going to be staying aboard. If you could move as far to the right as possible so we can get as many people aboard as there are out there. Thank you. Safe now to exit on the left.
Hey guys, I'm keeping on really good behavior now.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the Village Railroad. For the safety of our younger riders, we ask that the adults have been placed themselves on the outside of the road. If that's not practical, please hold them or have them easily in your reach. Remain seated till we come to a complete stop. Keep arms, legs, and head inside the car. No eating, please. No eating and no smoking. Thank you. And thanks for all your cooperation to get everybody aboard. The white building here is the Susquehanna Plantation, built in the early 1800s. comes to us from St. Mary's County, Maryland, on the Edison River. 700 acres of tobacco, wheat, and corn. The rust-colored building is the oldest American-made building in Greenfield Village, dating to the early 1600s, the Clinton House, where Mr. and Mrs. Clinton raised 7 children in that small building in South Sudbury, Massachusetts. The windmill is the Ferris windmill, considered the oldest in the United States, built in 1640 on Cape Cod. It was a gift to Henry Ford by his National Dealer Association in 1936. The Dagger Farmhouse is the Dartbury building, built in 1754 in Andover, Connecticut. If you get the opportunity, stop back, talk to the people in that building, their interior building. They love to talk about life in this country before the American Revolution. Locomotive coming up today is the #1 Edison, a conglomeration of locomotives that Henry Ford put together in 1932 at the News plant. The basis of it goes back to 1870. The 8-foot serpentine wall on the right side was built in 1953, separating Greenfield Village from the Ford test track for cars and trucks and test 54 production. Deer, fox, and coyote back there. Various birds such as blue heron, white egret, red-tailed hawks, and turkeys. The steam you just saw come out the left-hand side of the process steam locomotives go through to purge the boiler of any scales from the water. It's referred to as a blowdown. Henry Ford is a non-profit, independent educational institution not affiliated with the Ford Motor Company or the Ford Foundation. We're supported by our donors, our members, and our guests. The open field here is Walnut Grove. It's an activities field. Throughout our season, we do many things in art out here. During our summer time, we use this every Saturday and Sunday for historic baseball, using 1867 baseball rules where baseball gloves are optional and not preferred. The buildings up on the hill are the backside of the Horses and Parlors District, the red brick building, Nora Webster's home. The large yellow complex we're approaching is the Henry Ford Academy, a charter high school where 525 students attend. They're selected through a lottery system from Wayne County, graduation rate exceeding 95%. The curriculum focus is on science, technology, engineering, the arts, and math. The 10th, 11th, and 12th graders had classrooms in the village, the 9th graders the indoor museum. When Henry Ford opened Greenfield Village in 1929, he wanted to convey the inspiration of the American genius to the students. With Henry Ford, it was students first. He could be seen as them in the classrooms and on field trips. He wanted to inspire them to America's traditions of ingenuity, resourcefulness, and innovation, and we continue that today. These three Pullman cars on the left are attached in the center. They're part of the senior class classrooms. Thank you all. On the left side of the small white stone building up ahead is the Martha Mary Chapel, a non-denominational chapel very popular for weddings throughout our season. The name comes from Henry Ford's mother-in-law Martha and mother Mary. It's one of the original buildings. Connected to it, a little farther down to White Building, that's the Eagle Tavern, built in 1830 in Clinton, Michigan, about 50 miles away. Those we can experience a sit down here with people serving the imperial food. We're headed to the Railroad Junction, stopping at the Smith Street Depot platform. This is a 4-minute stop. If you choose to get off here, you're in walking distance to the 1913 Herschel Stillman Carousel, the playground, Edison Illuminating Company on Smith Street Depot. Remain seated, please. Wait for the whistle. Once you hear the whistle, then you can get off on the left-hand side. Conductor Christine will take over for me. She'll take you up to the main gate on our next stop. It's safe now to get up and exit on the left. Please take a quick look back. Make sure you don't leave anything behind.
My mom, I got one. She was
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Greenfield Village Railway. For the safety of our younger riders, we ask that the adults with them place themselves on the outside of the row. If it's not practical, make sure that they are held or easily within your reach. Also, we ask that you do not stand up and move around whatsoever while the train's in motion, keeping your head, hands, and feet inside the cars at all times. Eating, drinking, and smoking are not permitted, but water from an enclosed water bottle is just fine. Sit back and enjoy your train ride. We're heading over to the Firestone Station with the entrance to the Greenfield Village. Thank you. Let's wave goodbye to Tom, our station master. Fabulous job, Tom, getting everybody on safely and getting us out on time. We're now in Railroad Junction. The orange building you see there is the Smiths Creek Station Depot that was built in 1858 for the Grand Trunk Railway. A station master's job was very busy, so they made it a place for him to live with his family as well as a place to work. Step inside and learn more about the job of a station master and why Henry Ford picked this station because of the young Thomas Edison connection. Across the street we have the Edison Illuminating Power Plant. Henry Ford got his very first job as chief engineer at this site. Across the street is our newly acquired Detroit Central Market from 1868. Many activities are going to be held this summer, beginning with June 10th, the weekend of June 10th. In front of us is the Detroit Toledo Milwaukee Roundhouse that was built in the year 2000. It was made to look like one from Marshall, Michigan, back in 1884. And in front of that roundhouse is the Pierre Marquette turntable from Petoskey, Michigan, built in 1901. It's manually operated. That's how we get our engines and our other rolling stock in and out of the roundhouse. Roundhouses like this began to disappear with the advent of the diesel electric. We have one because we have 3 steam locomotives which require regular maintenance. Now we enter into our Liberty Craft Works, where you can see glass blowing, pottery making, weaving, and a printing shop. Our artisans are working like they did back in the 1880s, using the similar skills and tools. We also have the Davidson Gerson Gallery of glass with glass pieces from the 1700s to modern day. We also have the Ranger Grist Mill, the Gun Solo Carding Mill, and the Trick Mill that all come from the 1800s. Now we're entering into our working farm area. Here you can enjoy enjoy the sights, sounds, and smells of a real working farm. We should both of 1885 on the farm. The farmhouse you see there is the birthplace of Harvey Firestone. He's the person who supplied Henry Ford with tires for the Model Ts. Over in the home right now, they're enjoying a mid-dinner. Go inside and see some of the tools that they're using. We have new baby lambs that just arrived last week. It's worth going to take a trip. There's cattle in the field. We have horses and chickens as well. Let's wave to our crossing guard, Pat, as we move in. We're coming into the Firestone station. Please remain seated. The engineer will set a brake and give us the sound of a single whistle that lets us know it's safe to come off the train. Should you be exiting here, you will exit through the right side. We're here for about 8 minutes. And if you're not sure where you'd like to head, you're just a short walk from the Liberty Craft Works or from the Firestone Farm. We're going to wave hello to our station masters, Alora and Joy. Once again, do not stand until you hear that whistle. Stay seated.